and so that's where I'm located. So K9DIE, please take it, and I think it would go back to November 2 LJO, KA7RCN. Go ahead, the K9 station.
K9 Echo, Italy, Papa listening.
No, I hear the K9EID. Go ahead.
There we go. This is K9EID. My name is Bob. Go ahead. Nice signal.
Hey, Bob. How are you doing there, buddy? I've been following you on Ham Nation, and I understand you had a little health issue, but you're sounding very good tonight. This is KC2FXE, Catskill.
Thank you. Yeah, we took a little break. I came home this morning. I'm in my home, of course, with all the gear. I'll go back tomorrow. But thought I'd take a little break and come in here and make things happen for the weekend. We had a nice time today on the vintage net and all that. But thanks for calling and thanks for keeping up. We're not out of the woods yet, but pretty good. I just can't park out, but we're working on it. I can walk a little bit, but I got to use walkers and stuff. But we'll get out of that. But I feel great and sure glad to be back on the air. This is K9EID.
Yes, I guess I'm supposed to pick it up. Well, good evening, Bob. K9EID, good evening. N2LJO, name is George. I'm in Westchester County, New York. We've communicated by email a couple of times. I'm actually running an ICO right now. I think I had sent you pictures of the mod I made to the VFO, putting lamps in over the dial. And you had pointed me at Ray Novak after I bought an ICOM 7610, which I still have. But it sounds horrible on AM. Beautiful on sideband. I get unsolicited compliments all the time, but on AM it's horrible. But anyway, good to hear you on the air. I guess you're dealing with a little medical thing there. Well, I hope you get past it sooner than later. And it's good to hear you. I'm not sure. I don't think Gordon is back yet. Mike, just as you keyed up before, somebody talked for a second there. I didn't get your complete call, but I'm going to send it back to John, and I guess John can send it back to you. KC2FXE in the group, N2LJO.
All right, George. Yeah. N2LJO in the group, KC2FXE, Catskill, New York. Very good. Oh, it's very nice to hear Bob there, man. I watched him a couple of weeks ago on the Ham Nation there, and that's the first I heard about his issue there, boy. But I'm glad you're recovering quickly there, Bob. Yeah. It's tough getting old, isn't it? It is. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess Gordon taking a little break. He's listening, though, of course. And very good there, Mike. Yeah, you did all that stuff. Huh? You had a full-fledged machine shop. You're doing a boring and you're restroking crankshafts and everything. That's neat. That wasn't into me. I was just a guy that I would rebuild or freshen an engine, but any machine work, I took it to the machine shop. I had a couple friends that ran machine shops. I'd bring it to them and get their recommendations. This is what I want to do, and they would do it. So, but I'd freshen the engines up. You know, I'd tear them down, inspect them, replace any broken parts, and put them back together with new bearings and rings, and reset the rings and stuff like that. Set the clearances up in that, but I didn't do much machining stuff. That was somebody else do that stuff. I enjoyed the freshening the motor. Every season you tear it down, and we do, especially the two cars. I took care of two cars for quite a while, and they're only running one was a pro stock and one was a street stock. The Pro Stock was interesting because you had a little bit more leeway with your rules. Myself, I'm in the drag racing too. I never had a drag car, but you know, I used to run my, back when I was in my 20s, I had a 68 Chevelle that I built up, a 454 that I ran. I used to run it up to the valley. And I think I ran it up to half a dozen times. But I enjoyed the building and tuning and stuff like that. I was a race car driver. Still is not. I enjoy the building part. Tuning them, getting them running, you know. That's very good there, Mike. Gosh. What else? What else? That's very good. That's all I got today. Just I'm surprised to hear Bob. That's very good to hear Bob back on the air, man. I was getting worried when I seen that report on Ham Nation. Let's see. I'm sending over to you, Bob. You're ready. K87 RCN KT4FXE.
Yeah, I think you meant Mike here, so I'll pick it up here. Well, I don't know Bob, but hello to you. You're okay. And, I've had the opportunity here between 40 meters and 75 here tonight. It's been a real joy. Seems like it just like a light switch went on to where the band has been agreeable for communication, and at least in a regional respect, without a lot of trouble. So whatever you're going through there, Bob, I do wish you well. And I think I'm pulling her back out of here because my mom, she's up north. I brought her and my brother here with me, and she's in a facility up north. She's doing quite well. She's going to have her 90th birthday coming up here on the 19th. And she usually gives me a call. And so she left a message, so I'm going to get back with her here. As we speak, there she is. Stand by just a second here. Hello?
Okay.
Hey, let me sign off the radio here, Mom, and I'll be right with you, okay?
Oh, sure. You take your time.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to get with Mom there and see what's new down there at her facility. And so nice to meet you there, John. And George and Bob, and lots of interesting conversations, John, we can talk about. Camshaft design, porting, and force induction, so on and so forth. I was pretty heavy into all of that. But anyways, I'm going to say 73s. And good evening all around. If Jordan jumps back in here, well, I think I'll probably maybe he can pass along a 73 to him as well. Bob, over comes to you. Again, my name's Mike. I'm west of New Matamoros, southeastern Ohio, with a small farm here I purchased, and just getting real used to some nice peace and quiet. So, Bob, over to you. K9EID. This is K87RCN listening out. Go ahead there, Bob.
Okay, guys. This is K9EID, and copying everybody a little tough. We got some storm somewhere. I'm copied. Okay. I'm on an ICO 720. I love the 720. I've been using it since back in, it's been maybe 12 more years. But I modulate it with the 730, but I don't use it as it's supposed to be. I have a symmetric 528E, which is a broadcast strip with a parametric EQ, and I don't use any of the compression and all that garbage. And I drive the grids of the EL34s directly through a transformer, and it just really works well for me. And I love the little guys. I've had a bunch of them, and this is my sweetheart. It was totally restored by WA6VBL. He took everything off the chassis, replated the chassis, all new insulators, all new tube sockets, and all kinds of stuff. And it's a real dream, and I really love the ICO. It works great, and I hope you're copying okay. Well, I appreciate all the comments and all the wishes. We're not out of the woods yet, but got enough to come home this weekend and be on the air. But we got to go back tomorrow and get into some rehab. Everything else is great, no problem there, but I can't, I got muscle problems in my lower legs. Trying to get going so I can walk without any kind of devices. But I wanted to check in and see what was going on. So I think, send it back up to George. I think I'll check out of here and make sure that we make room for other people. Into LJO, I think I got your call right. This is Bob, K9EID, in the St. Louis metro area.
Yeah, all right, Bob, very good. K9EID and the group, this is N2LJO. I think you got it right. There's a little bit of static. I just took a look at the lightningmaps.org website, and there's a big band of storms from South Carolina all the way down to Florida along the coast. So that's probably where the static is coming from. And I've had my ICO now, I guess, about 5 or 6 years. And I just did the typical mods. I fattened up the coupling caps and bypassed the clipper. I put push-to-talk in it and recapped it. And I'm feeding the audio in through that line level jack in the back, which goes into the cathode of the second half of the 12AX7. And I could pull the line level audio out of the back and stick a mic in the front and it'll still work. So I did the same thing to my Ranger, and I've got a 10K 25 watt rheostat in series with the modulated B+, and I can make the output power anything I want. So right now I am driving a Kenwood TL922 with about 20 watts from the transmitter, and yay, I'm getting about 250 on a dead key when I keep my mouth shut. But they are great little transmitters, 100%, and I like the look of the modulator. It looks like a monoblock audio amp. They're ICO. You could see sometimes on eBay. You'll find ICO monoblock, like a pair of them. They go for big bucks. They go for big bucks. But I do very much like the radio a lot. So I wish you 7-3 there and speedy recovery. I just had a gel shot, number 2 of 3, in my knee on Friday. I was diagnosed, I guess, with arthritis, bone on bone, no cartilage. So they gave me a cortisone shot first and then scheduled me for the gel shots. And it has helped. So I wish you a speedy recovery. And John, I'm just going to check some things off my official ham radio notepad here. When you talk about peas, Kathy was going to make meatloaf today, and I told her, if you make meatloaf, I want mashed potato and peas, because then I could pick the peas up with the mashed potatoes. But she decided to make sauce and meatballs instead. And for me, no football, no. It's not quite kryptonite to me, but I am a baseball fan first and foremost and only. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's all I did when I was a kid. Was if we weren't playing actual hardball, we were playing stickball or punchball or something involving 3 bases and a home plate. And I'm like Rain Man when it comes to baseball. And I've never really, I don't know if I watched in my lifetime aggregately a half hour of football, including the Super Bowl. What else do I have? Oh, John, you're a big Chevy guy. I used to have, when I was a kid, and I wish I had it now, I had a 66 Impala Super Sport convertible. You have to go to YouTube and see one Chevrolet holiday commercial. They call it a holiday ride, and there's a 4-minute version and a 1-minute version. You have to watch the 4-minute version. They've got my old car in there, a different color, but there's a little story in the commercial, and in the end, the car is immaculate. So you would probably appreciate that. Oh, and Mike, it looks like, I was looking at your QRZ page, looks like you might have a Yaesu FT401B. I can't quite see the model number. I know there were a few of them. I think there was an FTDX400 and 540 or something like that. I know there were a few of them that all looked the same. I've got the 401B, and it was modified for AM. It's got an AM filter, an INRAD AM filter in it, and it works really, really nice. So 7-3 to Mike and 7-3 to Bob, and I'll send it to John, and I guess we'll see if Gordon does in fact come back. KC2FXE and the fragmenting group. This is N2LJO.
Alright, N2LJO, KC2FXE. Very good, George. Yeah. 73 is Bob. 73 is Mike. Nice working, you guys, and hope to work these again soon. It's a surprise. That's great. Alrighty. Alright, I didn't know if you were a football guy. I know you're a baseball. I didn't know if you, because I know you liked them. You liked some of the sports there, so I guess that's all it's on television. I mean, they got the television bombarded. About every channel has a football game going on, a college football game. So that's why I'm in here. There's nothing to watch on the tube. The wife's watching her Hallmark movie or something, and I don't enjoy them either, so that's why I'm here, to play radio for a couple hours, then I'll call it quits. Yeah, I guess Gordy, he's off doing something. I don't know if he's working or what. I know he said he's going to just listen. And I thought Bear would be here. I just sent Bear a text. I don't know how long it's going to take for him to pick it up. We'll have to see if he picks it up. He may not even pick it up. He'll ignore it. You know, he wonders why I don't text him. I'll text him and I won't get no response. I just text him, say get on 3875, but we'll have to see what's going on. Oh, so very good. Let's see what else we got going here. Oh my God, look at that! I'm down there again. That brought me back up on frequency. Up to 74 inning. It's better than 73. Keeps going downhill. Just warmed up. Keeps going downhill as it warms up. That Ranger needs some attention, but I don't know.